everyone, it is Susan, and this is the lost episode of the old web series, episode 149, that Meg and I did a commentary on last week. So yes, the creator did have ulterior motives when it came to us doing that commentary, aside from making us talk about stuff that we'd rather not talk about, or more appropriately, Meg doesn't want to talk about, but I digress. Her ulterior motive was a test to see if that episode, or that commentary, I should say, would successfully upload to YouTube, seeing in the past when she uploaded this episode on the old channel, it was eventually taken down because of the song that she used in it. Well, a week has passed, the commentary is still up, it has listed the song in the credits, or for the YouTube information, I guess. It's not really the credits, but usually down below the YouTube video will say, oh, songs used in this video. Obviously, Stephen Sondheim's Sweeney Todd was used, and now it's saying REM, Automatic for the People, and the song that she used in this episode was a song from REM, Everybody Hurts. So, yes. I honestly wish that we weren't posting this, because it was bad enough doing the commentary on it. But the creator's like, well, they might want to see the actual episode without you two talking over it, and because you had the volume turned down so low, no one could hear what you two were saying. So guess what? You get to post it! So, yes, it's embarrassing. For those who didn't see the commentary, don't. Honestly, just don't watch it, because it was so bloody awkward. So here's the episode itself, episode 149 of the original web series. The episode itself is mostly about me and Meg, and not the review itself or the story itself, because the story itself was ridiculously short. Like, I might try to look it up and put... no, you know what? I don't think I will, because, again, the story itself was so short. I think Meg, read it within, a few minutes of the episode. It's pointless. But yes, I digress. So yes, I guess this will be episode 8 of the Lost Episode series playlist that I had started. And the creator already told me that she's going to be making me do episode 140 as well. But that's going to be broken up into a few parts, because that episode itself was over 2 hours long. And if you're wondering what episode 140 was, that was the final Ringmaster J5 thing. The bloody Comics Nix challenge that this entity called Ringmaster J5 had forced upon Meg. Yes, it's touchy. It's incredibly touchy. Meg isn't even aware that I'm going to be doing it yet, and hopefully she doesn't watch this, because if she does, she'll find out. But I'd like to think that because enough time has passed, I should be fine. I mean, I'm going to be the one editing it and whatnot. And I'm going to be doing that after I do this. So no matter what, Meg, even if you do watch this, I've already done it. Right then, I'll see you all at the end of this episode to give my final thoughts, more coherent thoughts about this whole thing. So see you at the end. I'm the FanFic Critic. I read it, you listen. Today's fanfic is my 1 billionth Sweeney Todd fanfic. Okay, I'm exaggerating when I'm saying 1 billionth, but it feels like 1 billionth. Seeing my most popular reviews tend to be Sweeney Todd, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Pokemon. So, yeah. This fanfic is called Less Work for These Two by Comfortably Plump. It's rated K, it's in English, it's humor parody, it's Anthony R. and Joanna, and has 1 review. Let's get this over with. This is a different take on the scene where Anthony first sees Joanna. Enjoy. Disclaimer, I do not own Sweeney Todd or any of the songs used in this fic. I'm going to sing for this, okay? So bear with me. And I'm going to try to sound like the characters, okay? So bear with me. Anthony, looking up into Joanna's window. I feel you, Joanna. Joanna, nosing him. Oh, hey there, strange guy I've never met who knows my name for some reason. Hey, can you get back to my song? It's supposed to be a touching moment. Yeah, sure, no problem. Even now I'm at your... Hey, could you help me escape from here and then run off into the sunset together? I guess, but how could we possibly do that? Oh, I'm going to give you this key even though I don't even know you and you could possibly be a serial killer. Throws down key. Anthony, great. So, do you want to come up with a game plan of some sort? You know what? Screw all that. I'm just going to jump out of this window right now and save us the trouble. Make sure you catch me. Opens the window and jumps down. Anthony, catching her and setting her on her feet. So, what do we do now? Joanna, we run off into the sunset holding hands. Oh great, can I sing? Joanna, sure, we can both sing. I'll start. Both running to the sunset. I don't know the word, I don't know the tune of the song, so I'm just gonna wing it or just read it. Joanna, everything you want, so let me up there. I'm the baddest baby in the atmosphere. Tell me what you want so we can do it just what you like. You make me feel good, la 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 la. And that's the end of the story. Wow, what a delightfully bad story. That's all I can say. I know it's supposed to be a parody, but it was just stupid. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I really don't care. It had good grammar, and it was somewhat entertaining. The script format was atrocious, but it wasn't the worst thing I've ever read. So whatever, it gets a 100. Yay! Well, I'm the FanFic Critic. I read it, you listen, and I'm just going to sit here and stare at you. You done filming? Yes, I'm done filming. Okay, then. Surprised you didn't get out of your chair and go and turn off the light like you normally do in your reviews. I kinda can't go and turn off the light seeing it's still kinda light outside, you know. I suppose that's right. But in your latest episodes you get up and you at least leave the shot, and this one you just stayed in your seat. Not that big of a deal, Susan. I just felt like sitting for this one and not getting up like I usually do. I'm just asking because, you know, it's a little off that you're just sitting in this one. Frankly, Susan, I do not know why you're making such a big deal that I did not get out of my chair. I mean, whoop you damn do. I did not get out of my chair. I've done other episodes where I just, you know, would turn off the light or just get up and leave, but this one I decided to do something different. Not get out of my chair. Maybe I didn't feel like getting out of the chair. Maybe I wanted to stare down at my viewers. But, you know, clearly this is not the reason why you're in here to talk to me. You want to talk to me about something else. So, why don't you just spit it out already? So what is it, Susan? You seem afraid of me. What makes you think that? Ever since last night when you woke up and was all fearful acting, you've been acting like that ever since last night. That's what I'm trying to say, and it seems like it's directed towards me. Interesting little theory you have there. I would be logical. I mean, last night I shot you with the phase pistol. I know I didn't exactly look very happy when I stormed out of my room. So why can't you just be honest with me and tell me that that's what it is? I can assure you that is not the issue. I am not afraid of you. I know I have to be so stubborn. Look who's talking. Just tell me the truth. Fine. I guess ever since last night, I've been a little edgy around you. Good girl. I'm going to assume that the dream you had last night had something to do with me, didn't it? Yes. And you remember everything. Your memories aren't fuzzy, are they? I remember as clear as day. Just tell me. I'd rather not. Will you just tell me the damn truth? If you're going to be so insistent about it, what exactly do you want to hear? Well, then just start at the beginning of the dream. And don't make me force it out of you, because I will. Well, it started off kind of odd. I woke up out in the back porch. It was the middle of the night. Felt so real. I was in this shirt and my jacket was off. I was confused because it didn't feel like a dream at first. It just, felt like I was waking up from the phase pistol. I mean, I felt sore and everything like I usually do. So I got up. I tried to enter through the kitchen door, but it was locked, and I knocked on it. Called your name. I didn't hear anything. I then made like a comment about seeing if the other door was unlocked. I approached that door. It was wide open. It looked like the kitchen light was on in the distance, but the hallway light was off. My bedroom light was on upstairs. But for some reason I went into the living room. Felt drawn to the living room for some reason, and I turned on the light. There was no one there. You weren't in there. I peeked into the dining room. Nothing. And then I felt like this odd feeling coming from upstairs. I approached the stairwell and I could see that my light was on. And I thought maybe you were in there or something was in there. And I slowly went up the stairs. And when I went to the entrance of my room, there was this black figure sitting in the computer chair. And they slowly pointed a gun at me. And I just bolted and I ran as fast as I could. I ran down the stairs and I ran down into the basement and I went into the root cellar. And it seemed like it was gone. I felt a sigh of relief. And I was just standing there recuperating, and then when I looked ahead of me, the black figure was standing right there in front of me. Slowly, the black figure took off its hood. It was you. I said your name in a whisper, and you were glaring at me. And you slowly raised the gun, and then you shot me, and that's how I woke up, and that's what happened in the dream. Damn it. Damn it! Hey, will you calm down? No, I will not calm down. Bleeding Christ. Why, you know what, I really wish you would just be upfront with me when I asked you last night if you were fine. And I wish you had just told me last night that how you were feeling about this whole thing. Because, from what you just told me from the dream, because of me losing my temper last night, you're now afraid of me. It was just a dream. I don't care if it was just a dream. I don't care if you're going to get over it. It's still going to linger in the back of your mind. Why don't you just admit it? The fact that I kill you freaks you out. It isn't that, Susan. Of course it does. Why else would you have a dream about me shooting you in the head? Maybe it's because I deserve to be shot in the head. You feel like you deserve it? How can you say something like that? I don't know, maybe deep down you do want to kill me. Why would I want to kill you? What? Just because you killed me? How many times are we going to go around in this stupid circle about, oh, well, I killed you, so I feel like I deserve every bad thing to happen to me just because I killed you. I don't care if you killed me. And I told you again and again and again that I've forgiven you. Okay? I forgive you. I don't care that you killed me. I really, honestly don't. And I've said this over and over and over again. If you remembered what happened to you, you would not be as forgiving. Oh, if I remembered, I would not be as forgiving? Well, I have news for you. I do remember what happened. Ha! See? Oh, I love the look on your face. That's right. I remember every single thing that happened that day that you slit my throat. And trust me, it's not as traumatic as you tried to tell me that night when you were trying to scare the shit out of me. You want me to explain to you in detail how I remember it? Okay, we'll go right ahead. I remember one day, I'm like, oh, I just finished watching your show, catching up with it. I'm like, oh, I have to say, even though my friend's a bit crazy, she's really good at coming up with these crazy freakouts. Oh, I know, to make it a little surprise for her, I'll make a top 10 FanFic Critic freakout list. I thought it was a brilliant idea at the time. Mind you, I wasn't exactly the greatest person at editing, but I didn't really give a damn. So I sat down, made a list, and decided to just film right off the bat. It was going to be a surprise for you, you know? A little something for you, you know, just to make it up to you. I didn't want you to walk in on me, but I figured, oh, she's not home, I won't have to worry about it. But then you came in at the very end of it, and I started to panic, because, you know, I wasn't done yet, and I knew that if you saw the list, you would take it the wrong way. So, you know, I tried to get you away, I tried to act like there was nothing wrong, but you saw right through me. This was around a time when I was still a little intimidated by you, you know? Because I saw how crazy you could get sometimes when you were angry. So you found out that I made a freakout list, and as I feared, you took it the wrong way. So, when you're looking at the list and I'm saying, well, no harm was done, right? And you toss the list behind you and you take out the straight blade, and you're saying, oh, well, there will be harm, but it won't be done by me, and you start approaching me. At first, I thought that, oh, maybe she's just pulling my leg. Maybe she's just scaring me so I won't do anything like this again. But then I saw how you grabbed my shoulder, and I'm like, oh, shit, I think she's actually going to kill me. And I will admit I was pretty damn frightened. I tried to get away. You had a tight grip. You raised the razor. The next thing I know, I see blackness. You know, it's kind of funny because how you tried to tell me how I died, you were saying, oh, I slowly slit your throat. Well, no, you didn't slowly slit my throat. It was rather quick. I don't even remember feeling pain. All I see is you looking pissed with the razor, and the next thing I know, black. Nothing but blackness. So, that's how I remember my death. Now, let me tell you how I remember coming back to life. I remember there was blackness for a while, and then I start to see a light. I go up to the light. It's like, oh, this isn't that bad. I guess being dead is all fine and dandy. The next thing I know, I feel like I'm getting sucked back, like someone's pulling me back, and my vision's all weird when I come back, and you're right over my face, and I will admit that was kind of frightening, because A, you had just killed me, and B, it was kind of distorted because, I don't know, because I was dead for an hour, it kind of messed up my eyesight. I don't know. But I will admit, I was pretty angry and afraid when I came back to life. And you know, the only way for me to escape was to take your razor and threaten you with it. And I can assure you right now, I wouldn't have actually done anything. It was just a bluff. It was just to keep you away from me, and it worked. You know, I could tell right then and there that you felt bad. But you know, I was still so traumatized by what happened, and so freaked out by what happened, and still angry about it, that, you know, I left. And originally, I was going to leave for good. But I found that I couldn't. And that I didn't want to, despite what you did. You want to know why? Because you're my friend. You're my family. You're the only family I have. So my next logical conclusion was to hide somewhere in the house. So after you left to go off to work, I snuck back down to your bedroom and hid in your closet for a week. And I'd only come out at night. And, you know, to eat, relieve myself, other stuff you don't need to know, but most of the time I was in your bloody closet. Now, a mixture of being in your closet and being a little traumatized by the fact that I got killed kind of made me go a little bit loopy. Okay? So that's why when you saw me a week later, I was all weird wearing that hooded sweatshirt and that weird mask. You had it in your closet. I don't know. I felt like if I disguised myself, and in case you saw me with the disguise on, you wouldn't recognize it was me, but you did later. But anyway, I came out, started to film a message for your viewers for some reason, because I thought, oh, maybe they want to know what happened to me, seeing they know about me. And then you showed up. And at that point, I wasn't mad at you anymore. I really wasn't. But I was still a little traumatized by what happened. But the point I'm trying to make is that I didn't hate you or anything. And even then, I had forgiven you. Yes, I probably would have been a little afraid of you for a while afterwards, but I had forgiven you. And something tells me that if you hadn't erased my memories, I probably would have gotten over the insanity. And here I am now. I'm perfectly fine. As you can see, I am perfectly sane. And I'm not angry at you for killing me, and I just want you to get over it. Perfectly fine. You've seemed a little short-tempered for a while now. Well, maybe I have been a little more short-tempered lately, but it's not because of you killing me, it's because of me killing you. I was kind of feeling like this before I got the memories back. How did you get them back? How'd I get them back? Oh, lesbian Jesus gave them back. But the point I'm trying to make, dearie, is that I'm not mad at you, and I have forgiven you. So, now that I remember, you can't say to me that I wouldn't be as forgiving if I didn't remember. So, now you can forgive yourself. Actually, no, I can't forgive myself. Why can't you forgive yourself? I thought that my memories made a difference to you. They don't make a difference at all! Why can't you get that through your freaking head? It's not the fact that you remember now, it's the fact of what I did. That's what I've been trying to get through to you, because I killed you. It doesn't matter if you remember now. None of that matters. It's the action. It's the freaking action. I don't get why you can't get that through your damn head. You idiot. You fucking idiot. Oh. Bloody hell, I probably should have told you a different way than that. Yes, go into a rant. Say that you're not crazy, but look crazy as you're doing it. Oh, real smooth, Susan.
When your day is long and the night is yours alone. When you're sure you've had enough of this life, hang on. Don't let yourself go. 'Cause everybody cries and everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. Now it's time to sing along. When your day is night, hold on, hold on. If you feel like letting go, if you think you've had too much of this life,
They left the mail on the back porch again. Don't get why they do that, seeing we do have a front porch, and that would make more sense, but okay, whatever. Look, I'm sorry that I yelled at you like that. I shouldn't have. It was wrong of me, and I shouldn't have called you an idiot. But I don't think I've been explaining very well how or why I can't forgive myself. I mean, yes, your memories were kind of a factor in a sense, and I guess I feel a little bit better that you're not insane because of getting them back, and that even then you were forgiving, but at the same time it devastates me because I don't feel like I deserve your forgiveness. I just don't feel like I deserve it. Because what I did was just horrible, you know. It was uncalled for. It was rather silly if you think about it. Whoop-de-damn-do, you made a list without my permission, and I killed you for it. I'm sure you remember some of the things you said to me on the night you came back to life. Because, you know, at first I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, yes, I felt bad, but at first I didn't think it was going to get like this. But when I saw how you were, how it affected you, that's what really made me realize what I had done. Even if you're fine and dandy now, even if you say it hasn't affected you, it has. Trust me, it has. And I know that you want me to forgive myself. I know that you've gone through drastic measures to do so, but I just don't know if I can. That's all I'm trying to say. But if you wish me to, I will try. Alright, I'll try. But please don't expect a miracle. Made you a cup of tea. Figured you were cold after being outside for so long. You didn't have to do that. I insist. Have a seat. Oh, thank you. It's just your typical bills. Okay, this was even worse rewatching it as right now, because at least I had the distraction of Meg. Although that wasn't a fantastic distraction because Meg was as stiff as a board the entire time. Yeah, so you gotta keep in mind, when we were watching this back and doing the commentary on it, we had the volume turned down so we couldn't quite hear everything that was being said, except for obviously the bits where we were yelling. So yes, Christ. Where do I begin? Younger me is a bloody imbecile. A bloody, pompous imbecile who thinks she's better than everyone. It's like, obviously this happened the very following day. Not even 24 hours had passed. And I'm already like, I need you to tell me the truth, and I need you to tell me the truth now, and relive this traumatizing experience, and tell me about your obviously traumatic nightmare, and then act shocked that you're afraid of me. I mean, for Christ's sake. You know, when I had my not-so-nice moment when Meg had taken over the web series, for this series, where she did the second and third chapter of the Spanish Fly Invasion, and I had let my temper get the best of her, and I did that Vulcan pinch on her. I had enough common sense to give her space afterwards. You know, try not to be pushy about stuff, you know. Yeah, she was very groggy after she woke up, but I could tell that she was uneasy. But you didn't see me being like, are you afraid of me? Are you afraid of me? Are you afraid of me? No! I gave her space. Meanwhile, younger me is like, oh my God! Are you afraid of me? It's like, ugh! I was such a bloody imbecile back then. I didn't know how to take a hint. And, Christ, the story, we might as well talk about the bloody story in this episode. So, I think Meg finished it up like in maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. It was like so bloody pointless. I don't even know if this was something that was sent her way or not. It might have been. But it was so pointless. I'm not going to include it in the description of this because there's no point. There's absolutely no point. It was just stupid. It was so bloody stupid. But I digress. Right then. As for the spying itself, I'm going to have to rewatch more of the old series to see if there is any more spying. There obviously is, and I have a sneaking suspicion that for episode 140, that one of the reasons why that episode is like 2 hours long is probably because there's spying involved. You know, obviously after, you know, me having to do what I did to get rid of Ringmaster J5, and I believe that's when we met Lesbian Jesus for the first time. Although Meg met her before. Well, did she? I mean, I know Lesbian Jesus brought Meg back to life prior to this. It had nothing to do with Meg's web series. I think that was... Oh. Okay, so Meg did know Lesbian Jesus's daddy. Okay, that sounded wrong. We'll see when we do that. I'm going to be doing that after this. Right then. So, I do apologize for, this episode and for this end bit because obviously I'm not doing much better than I did in the commentary that Meg and I did together. There's not much to say. I mean, I guess REM is not as corny as piano music. But it was still cringy to watch. And yes, right. There's not much more to say. The next Lost episode will be episode 140. It's going to be broken up into several parts. And I will have a beginning and ending bit with me chatting here. And you're probably like, oh, why are you using the webcam for this? Because I feel like it. And I'll be in the same outfit because I'm doing this right after doing this. And I've already been going on for like almost 5 minutes. So, I will... Okay, guys, this is the freaking creator. Oh my god! Watching the old web series is hard, okay? It is so freaking hard. I couldn't even watch this entire thing through because it was so bad! Christ! Okay, then, yes, yeah. I didn't know how to act back then. And, yeah, I mean, I didn't mind using REM. As you can tell, that's a favorite band of mine. I grew up listening to REM. And I'm guessing that's why this episode got taken down originally, was because of the REM music. But seeing the commentary went up without a hitch, that's why I'm putting it back up. And Susan's probably going to be mad at me for taking over like that. You'll see that in the next bit, in, you know, that next Lost episode. So yes, my thoughts on this episode as a whole. I think when I made it at the time, I was like, oh, this is so good. This is so clever. And I'm watching it back and it's like, oh, God, I'm kind of dreading episode 140. I mean, I get that the old web series did have its fans. And, you know, it's a product of its time. But, you know, watching it as I am now, older, different, it's kind of like, I just watch it and I'm like, why did people like this? Why did they like this? Just the, and I feel like my characters are a lot better in this current series. At least it's not all the toxic back and forth. But, God. The cringe. Well, Thank you guys for watching this. See you in the next Lost episode. Bye.